Hey everybody, welcome to my kitchen. It's Chrissy with Rulers and Recipes, and I'm making a cocktail. Today was my first sort of official day of spring break because I wasn't working, so I thought I would celebrate. I have never made limoncello, but I've always wanted to try it because I love anything lemon, hence the top. And then I found a sous vide recipe for it, and I thought that's perfect because I can show you guys how to do it in the Deluxe Multi-Cooker. So this is the Deluxe Multi-Cooker. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen this. I already have it set and going. I've already made a batch of this, but I'm going to make another one. So this is pretty simple. Let me come around here. There's a, on the back, there's an on-off switch. I'm just going to hit cancel really quickly here. It's fine. You're going to turn the wheel till you get to sous vide. Let me zoom in for you guys a little bit. All right. So once you're on sous vide, you want 2 hours. So you can set it for 2 hours. And I already have it set for 135. So I'm just going to push and hold it. And it's going to say run. And it's going to have the wheel going so that you see that it is coming to the correct temperature. So how do you make this? It's actually super simple. Instead of having to worry about cooking and heating this for like weeks or brewing it for weeks, I guess, you don't have to worry about that. You are only going to, sorry, messing with this camera angle. You are just going to do it in sous vide, and it happens in about, it took me, the first batch, it took about 40 minutes to preheat the water bath, and then the 2 hours. So it's not a quick recipe, but it's a lot faster than 3 weeks. So let me show you what I did as well. You're gonna need 5 lemons for this. And you're going to use, I used our serrated peeler, and I've already done all 5 of the lemons because I figured you guys didn't want to watch me do that. But you're just going to get these big chunks of lemon. And what you want to do is make sure, let me see if I can show you guys that. So let me get my camera. You don't want any white, okay? Because that's the pith, and that's where the bitterness comes from. So you're going to, like I said, use a serrated peeler. You could use a vegetable peeler, but I find that our serrated peeler is a lot easier on things that are a little bit more difficult. And I also find that I have a bit more control over how much of that peel I'm taking off. The peel is actually where you're going to get the most flavor. So people oftentimes think, oh, it's the juice, but no, it's actually the peel or the zest. So you want to do that ahead of time, and then you're going to be left with 5 lemons. So what I did was I just juiced all 5 of my lemons with our juicer. I love this because that reamer is going to get everything out. Okay, these were really seedy lemons, and all the lemons are just gonna, or the seeds are gonna stay on top with the pulp, and you can measure a lot. Okay, so I did have a little mishap where about half of my lemon juice found its way onto my floor. That was fun. The nice thing about that juicer as well is that it comes with a microplane lid as well. So it's not really a lid, but it's a microplane accessory for it. It comes with it so that you can zest your lemons, limes, oranges when you're making cocktails. So I love that. It just sits right down on the base, and it's all dishwasher safe. Okay, now next up, I took the biggest bag that comes in the set of our new reusable sealing bags, the silicone bags. So this one is perfect for this. So you're just going to throw these in. I think I still have a few peels left, but I'm not going to worry about that from my last batch. So I'm going to put all of those in. Super easy. Oh, I was going to give you a tip too about lemons. when you're choosing lemons at the store, you want to kind of compare a few of them, and you want to pick one that's heavy for its size, especially if you're going to be juicing it, because that just means it has more juice in it. And then once you come home, I love lemons on the countertop, but they don't last as well. So put them in the fridge. They'll last a lot longer for you. When you go to juice them though, either bring them out and let them sit and come up to room temperature, or pop them in the microwave for 30 seconds, not 3 minutes. You're gonna have a massive explosion. But 30 seconds is just enough to release all that juice, and you're gonna get a lot more juice out of it. So I'm gonna take 2 cups of vodka in my Easy Read measuring cup, okay? Now, I found a tip. So first of all, this isn't quite ready yet, but so I'll seal it up for now, and this will be airtight. But you can kind of see there's some air in there. So when you go to put it into your water bath, you can just open it just a tiny little bit, and the pressure of the water will push out all of the extra air, and then you can reseal it. And that way it won't float to the top, because you want this to be in the water bath. Okay, so that's plenty big enough. All right, I'm just gonna leave it right there. It sings to you. If you don't want it to sing to you every few minutes, it's just releasing any kind of steam that might be building up. There's a way to turn that off. We think it sounds like the dreidel song. We end up singing it. All right, so let me move this out of the way. I'm gonna keep my multi-cooker here. I'm just gonna move it forward a little bit. And then I'm gonna show you guys a fun spritzer cocktail with this. So I already made my limoncello. So what you're gonna do while this is cooking, you're going to make a simple syrup. You guys have seen me do this in my blender. I make it all the time for my coffee syrup. This one I just did on the stove. You're gonna do 2.5 cups of water to 1.5 cups of sugar. You just bring it up to a light boil until that sugar all dissolves. You'll just stir it. I used our silicone spatula, which is another thing that's on sale for Host this month, because it doesn't melt in that hot sugar water. And then once all of that sugar has dissolved, you'll just turn it off and let it cool down. So I put it into our 2-quart pitcher. This is our quick stir. I love it because you can get things mixed up really easily. If you do have those frozen concentrates, you don't have to worry about letting them thaw all the way or trying to stab at it with a spoon, because this just plunges it perfectly, and then it has a pour and a strain. So this is the completed 1 batch of limoncello. So I'm going to take my cup. You could put ice in this too if you want, but I think everything is cold enough now. And in fact, I don't need this anymore, so let me move that out of the way. And I'm gonna just zoom in here. Okay, so you're going to take, I've got my little mini Easy Read measuring spoon here, or measuring cup. So I've got 3 ounces, I'm being very particular about this today, 3 ounces of Prosecco or any other kind of bubbly wine. You're gonna do 2 ounces of your limoncello. Make sure I don't splash it out. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. I need more. I can just tell already. This is gonna be like a little tiny taste for me, but that's okay. And then you're gonna use soda water, or I love the LaCroix limoncello. So I thought, why not? Let's just make it even more lemony. And you're just gonna do a little splash of that. I didn't have to necessarily measure that. And again, you can pour it over ice. You can certainly make this in a big batch, like in your quick stir. But that is my cocktail for the first day of spring break. It's so pretty. You can garnish this with mint or basil or lemon slices, of course, but since it's just me, I'm drinking it up like this. So cheers, everybody. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.